Value of wisdom. The story of a foolish rich man. Once upon a time in the bustling city of Lagos, there lived a man named George Kennedy, a man of immense wealth but little wisdom. George had inherited his fortune from his parents, and his life was a never-ending parade of opulence and extravagance. He resided in a grand mansion, adorned with gold-plated fixtures and filled with rare artworks from around the world. His daily routine consisted of frivolous activities like indulging in gourmet meals, purchasing expensive trinkets, and hosting lavish parties for his elite circle of friends. One sunny morning, while George was sipping his imported tea, a stranger appeared at his doorstep. The stranger was an old sage, known for his wisdom and humility. Intrigued by this rare occurrence, George allowed the sage inside and offered him a seat. The sage looked around the extravagant mansion and observed George's lavish lifestyle. With a gentle smile, he said, "You have accumulated great wealth, my friend, but have you ever considered the value of wisdom?" George chuckled and replied, "Wisdom? What use is that when you can have all the luxuries in the world at your fingertips?" The sage nodded and said, "True wealth is not measured in gold and jewels alone, but in the richness of your character and the depth of your knowledge. Your material possessions may bring temporary happiness, but true fulfillment comes from understanding the world around you and the people in it." George dismissed the sage's words as the ramblings of an old man and continued his extravagant lifestyle. But the sage's words lingered in his mind, and over time, George began to notice the emptiness that pervaded his life. As the years passed, George's once abundant circle of friends dwindled, and his grand mansion seemed more like a gilded cage. The shallowness of his existence became increasingly apparent, and he yearned for something more meaningful. Remembering the sage's words, George set out on a journey of self-discovery. He started studying literature, art, and philosophy. He traveled to distant lands, met people from various walks of life, and learned about their experiences and hardships. As he gained wisdom, George's life transformed. He found a profound sense of fulfillment in helping others and contributing to his community. He opened a school for underprivileged children, supported charitable causes, and shared his newfound wisdom with those willing to listen. In the end, George Kennedy became a respected figure not for his wealth but for his wisdom and compassion. His grand mansion became a place of learning and enlightenment, and he learned that true riches were not found in the vaults of gold but in the depth of one's soul. The foolish rich man had become a wise and fulfilled soul, living a life of purpose and meaning, all because he had opened his heart and mind to the value of wisdom. True wealth is not measured in gold and jewels alone, but in the richness of your character and the depth of your knowledge. Your material possessions may bring temporary happiness, but true fulfillment comes from understanding the world around you and the people in it.